One of the simplest and yet most useful tools that's been added to the new Bias FX 2 is a looper, which can also be used as a standalone recorder, giving you up to 3 minutes of recording time. So the looper has a lot of different creative uses. One thing I've been doing is throwing down a couple of chord progressions if I just want to work on some improvising, or if I have a specific section in a song that I need to work on, I'll just record that little progression and then just work on some lead. You're able to change patches on the fly, so you can dial up a rhythm tone and put that down, and while it's still going, you can change over it to a lead tone with a bit of delay or added gain. So let's take a look at the different functions on the looper and how to set it up. To get into the looper, you just hit the little racetrack up here, and it's nice and simple, but it has everything that you need at your fingertips. Length is how many bars you want to loop for. Countings is how many beats per bar. So if you want to do something a little more interesting, or if you write a riff that's in 5 or 7, you can simply go down and choose that many beats per bar. The tempo can either be synced to your DAW if you're using it as a plugin, or if you come up with a riff, you can simply tap that in and that's going to give you the right tempo. Down the bottom here, you've got action after record, so immediately after you record your first part, you can either have it start overdubbing straight away, or you can have it just play back until you decide to overdub. Dub starts on next loop means that when you hit record, you can either start straight away or it'll wait till it gets back to the start of the loop. There's a separate volume for the metronome and for the playback, and you've got an export, so when you come up with different ideas, might be a new idea for a song and you want to be able to send that to your bandmates, you can simply export the file. It's so much fun, and it is so easy to get into a creative space once you start doing this. So you can actually change quite a few things on the fly. For example, if you don't have the click anymore when you're overdubbing, you can just turn that off. And obviously I was able to go in and change to some different presets for the other parts. Now the other thing you're going to want to do is export that file. It's as simple as hitting export and a location, you're done. So that's now been saved, that entire loop has been saved as a file.